Hey everyone, welcome to the Carnival Venezia. I'm still on the ship right now, and a lot has happened with the Carnival Vifp plan. It was announced the day I boarded at the Carnival Venezia, June 18th, and here we are, June 26th, and still no official announcement in regarding any changes to the new Vifp plan. But, and this could be big, I have in writing that I'm going to share with you signs that Carnival could be changing and are likely to be changing some things about the new Vifp plan. And so let's get into that right after this.
Hey everybody, I'm on the Carnival Venezia with Cruise Director Mike.
Coach Cruz is here. Make sure you follow him. Facebook, Instagram, all social media. Like, subscribe, follow. You know what to do. Check him out. You'll love his videos.
Appreciate you.
See ya.
Okay, so let's review the new Vifp plan, and we'll do that by looking at the current Vifp plan. So the current Vifp plan, you have your blue card, that's for first-time cruisers. You have your red card that goes up to day 24, your second cruise up to day 24, and then 25 through 74 is your gold card, and then 75, now you're making progress, you're up to platinum, but then you have to stay platinum for 125 days before you get to the highest level of diamond. So when there was a lot of predictions and such of what the new Vifp plan was going to look like, many of us in the prediction world predicted that there would be like an added level, like there would be a level above diamond, and that some of the days would be, moved up a little bit higher to, I guess, account for the growing number of platinum passengers and their lack of ability to satisfy all of the priority boarding. So we thought that, maybe these extra levels would just give so much more in terms of perks, some like really cool perks and things like that. And well, that didn't happen, right? Not only did they not give any new really cool perks, they actually took perks away. So, even the laundry that wasn't that big a deal, they made the laundry less, and it's like they cut cost so ridiculously bad. It screamed of greed from this mega corporation that so many of us are so very fond of. And let me first say that the corporation is to blame, not the people that work within Carnival, not the crews. The crews, as many of us know firsthand from sailing on so many cruises, the crew is amazing. They're absolutely amazing. I call so many of them friends and cruise family, and made real friendships with the crew of Carnival. So do not, under any circumstances, take anything out on crew. Should you have any cruises upcoming, this is not in any way their fault, right? It's way above their job descriptions and what they do. They have no input whatsoever. They want us to be happy as much as you want to be happy and feel like your loyalty is rewarded, right? They want that for us. So I have no ill will whatsoever towards anybody that works within Carnival, except for the bigwigs that sat around the table and said, this crap is a good idea. Let's roll this out. We can make a lot of money if we do this. And they are a business, so when it gets down to it, that's what they're about, right? Is making money. The problem is they lost a lot of money. Their greed lost them a lot of money. I'm expecting them to come out sooner rather than later, and honestly, it should have been by now, but changes based on all the negative feedback that they have received from not just people like myself, but all of you. So what I have in writing, and I'm going to put this up on the screen, is from one of you, one of the coach cruisers, got this letter from Carnival. And I think it's telling. I think it's very interesting. And obviously the consultant that sent our coach cruiser this letter wouldn't have said the things they said if there wasn't some kind of truth behind it. But obviously you can see in the letter that they made a point to say, hey, the reason we rolled this out a year early is so we could get feedback from loyal cruisers like yourself and possibly make changes and such. And so it definitely alludes to the signs that changes are coming, and we hope that changes are coming. But when they do make these changes, I hope they get it right this time. I can't believe how their previous plan screamed of so much greed. I think one of the things for sure they will address is they're going to dump, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, this is what I feel is going to happen, but I feel like they're going to dump their stupidity where they said you have to take 2 years to earn back your loyalty or whatever, instead of the, like I said, the people that have been with them and been loyal to them for 20, 30 years or more, to lose their loyalty ever. Oh man, it still makes me mad just saying it out loud. How could you have screwed that up so bad, Carnival? How could you have done it? I can't. I wish I was a fly on the wall when they sat around the boardroom table and said, yeah, this is what we're going to go with. I mean, if I would have been there, and I'm sure if thousands of other of you would have been there, you'd have been like, what the hell are you doing? Are you stupid? And obviously, the people who made that decision, that signed off on that decision, and you know what? Here's the thing. I know not everybody who came to make that decision agreed unanimously. And I know there's a few of them right now saying, see, I told you so. I told you how stupid this was going to be and the negative reaction we were going to be. I know there's a few of them out there that we're trying to talk some sense. And the greediest amongst the corporation, that we're all looking at the dollar signs instead of looking at the customers who bring them those dollars. Now they're suffering the consequences of that. And the thing is, I've had so many of you write to me and say you've already booked cruises with other cruise lines and are leaving Carnival. You are leaving in droves. I think some people out there think, oh yeah, well, people aren't really going to leave Carnival. They're just mad and they're just saying that now. Some of them already are. And some of you have already shared that with me and told me what cruises you're going on. Told me you've canceled cruises with Carnival. Or told me that, you have 2 more cruises with Carnival booked, but then once those are done, that you're not going to cruise with Carnival anymore. So, obviously Carnival sees this happening. And that's why I think sooner rather than later, they're going to make some type of announcement basically saying like, yeah, we screwed up. And they may not say they screwed up. They may try to sugarcoat it and say, that, well, I don't know. But the important thing is that they get it right. So that's about it. You see this letter here, and how about, we read it for you. Thank you for taking the time to share your thoughts and for your years of loyalty to Carnival. We know this message comes from a place of passion, and we hear you. The shift to Carnival Rewards was not made lightly. We understand that for many guests, especially those who've sailed with us for decades, the value of the VIFP program wasn't just in perks, it was in the pride of being recognized. That platinum or diamond card wasn't just a color, it was a symbol of memories, milestones, and commitment. You're absolutely right. Our loyal guest helped us weather the toughest times, including the challenges of the pandemic. That's why we announced these changes well in advance of the June 2026 launch, to give our community time to share feedback just like you've done. And we're listening. We're actively reviewing all input, including ideas to better balance loyalty and spending, and to ensure that longtime cruisers like yourself continue to feel valued, not just for what you spend, but for the years you've spent with us. We hope you'll give us the chance to show that your voice matters, because it does. Warm regards, and I won't share the name of the specialist there, but that certainly gives you hope that Carnival realizes they screwed up royally and are going to do something to try to fix it. Let's just hope they fix it at a level that we don't feel like they're being cheap or greedy again, because the first plan they rolled out was all about greed and not respecting their most loyal cruisers. You tell me, put in the comments, do you think Carnival is going to do something to make this right, or do you think they're going to disappoint us again? I am not sure. Before this thing rolled out, I said it was in their best interest to be good, to be better than the competition, to beat Royal and Perks and make everybody look at Carnival and say like, wow, we want our cruise line to be like Carnival, and man, did I look like a damn fool. So I'm scared. I'm scared that they're gonna, still be focused on their greed and come out with a plan that doesn't honestly reward the loyal cruisers like this last one did. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong so bad, but I'm not sure. I think they might do just enough to, I guess, appease or not make anybody jump ship, so to speak. But who knows? Again, maybe the way we were surprised so negatively by this first VIFP plan, maybe when they do the tweaks to it or fix it or whatever it is that they are planning on doing, maybe we'll be just as pleasantly surprised. Let's hope for that. But again, you can't count on them. I mean, they proved that. You can't count on them, at least not the corporate people. You can count all the people that work under them, but the corporate people, I have zero faith in. So hopefully they fix that and they change their mind. So that's all I got. Sorry to ramble. We'll talk to you later. Happy cruising, everybody.